We have successfully created our API to handle a login as well as a register. So we also have a route. So the next step is to test. So how we can test is we need some kind of software to stimulate the login and the register. So for that, we will be using a Postman. It's a very useful tool to test our APIs. And you can just go to the getpostman.com over here, and you can just download the app. So you can just go over here and select the Windows version that you have and just download and install it. So I have already download and installed this Postman. So I would like you guys to go and download it and install it before you continue to watch the rest of the videos. So I have already downloaded, and let me open the Postman. So I have already installed and configured the Postman. So you just have to install it. And the next step is to test it. So if we go to our site is this one, so todo.test. So this is our domain name. So what I will do is let me open the Postman, and let's copy the URL of our site, and let's go to the Postman over here and just click on this plus button, and instead of get I'll change to post. So we'll be posting to we'll be registering. So this is our site link, and if you go to the API over here, is the route is API. So we should make use of an API and register. Just copy the register route and go over here, and we need to type API over here and / and the register route. So this will be our register route, the web URL /API /register. So this is our endpoint of our API. And next step is to go to the body over here, and we need to pass some form data. So form data is what we are passing over here. Is if you go to the auth controller, when we want to register, we need to pass name, email, and password. So just copy name, email, and password, and just go over here, and let's create a name, and we need to pass email and also a password. And let's create a name as, let's say, demo1 as a name, and demo1 at gmail.com. And if you let's create a password as 123456778. So let's send that. So let's try to send the request to our server. Just send it, and you should get some response over here. And we have some error. So why we are getting this? This is a web page. If you see the raw and preview, we are getting a web page. That means some data was not correct. So to handle that one, we need to go to the header over here, and we can pass it as a accept, and we can just as a application JSON and send it again. Now when you set a header of accept and application JSON, and you will get some kind of message over here, the error message. It says that the given data was invalid, and the error is that password confirmation does not match. So we need to pass a password confirmation over here. If it doesn't pass, it will give an error. And if you also go to the body over here, and if you remove this email, and let's say we did not pass a correct email address, that should also give us an error. So you can see the email must be a valid email address, and also password confirmation must match. So let's change back that one, and we need to add another field of a password confirmation. So let's go to over here and add a password confirmation. PASSWORD passwords UNFRMATION password confirmation, and let's just copy this one and just paste it over here, and again send the request. And now you can see that it has successfully created a user. So user name as a demo, email, ID. So if you go to the database, now let's go back to our phpMyAdmin and let's log in as a MESTEAD secret. And if you go to the user section or the user table, it has successfully created a user first demo1, which should match with this request. So if you check the request with that one, it should match. The demo1 ID is 1 and the demo user.gmail. So password has been encrypted. So which means that one of our register function that we have created over here is working correctly. The next step is to log in. So since we have already created a user, let's go back and create a login. So what I will do is I'll just copy this one, and what I will do is I'll just go over here and just paste it over here, and the API, and we need to not register, it should be login, and here you should pass a post. And when we want to log in is we have a requirement of email and a password, so we need to pass this to field. So let's go to the body over here, and in the form data we will just pass as an email and a password, and in the header we should select accept, and we should accept a application JSON, and go to the body, and let's say we did not pass any value over here, and just send it, and you can see the message: the given data was invalid, the email must be valid email address, and email also required, the password field is required. So let's pass the email. So what we have raised over here is this, with this email address. Let's copy this and paste it over here, and also let's pass the password and just put it over here, and let's send the request. And yeah, you can see it has been successfully logged in, and when you log in you get a access token that we'll be using from our Android application to access all of the resources that has been protected by our access token. So the token ID, user ID, and the name and the email. So that's perfectly working fine, and we have successfully created a function to log in and register, and as well as we have successfully tested all of this using a Postman. So I hope you guys got it over here, and the next thing is to work on other functionality of our application, and on the next lecture we'll just go and create some of the other requirements for our project. And before we close up this one, what I will do is I will create a new collection over here. Let's create a new collection, and I will just call it as to do, and to do is our application name, and just create. So we have an application over here, and let's save this one. So I can just save as, where you want to save is to this one, to do, and just give a request name and save. So here we have a one, and let's save this one too, and save it to the to do, and just save this one. So we have a to list over here, API route list over. So this way, if you can keep track, and if you want to just come over here, and it's easy for you to test. So you can keep all of the record that you are doing, so based on the application that you're working. So that is a very good thing that we can do with the Postman. And I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll continue with our lesson on next video. Till then, have a great day.